Welcome to the Popcorn Talk Network, for the online broadcast network that features movie discussion, news, and interviews. Press 1.
Popcorn Talk. We talk movies.
Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah, get around, round, round, I get around, I get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, I get around.
It's so hard not to dance when I hear that music. Hey guys, I'm Chrisley Kennedy from the MovieChickk.com, bringing you your Love and Mercy review here on the Popcorn Talk Network, the online broadcast network that features movie discussion, news, and interviews. I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly for Love and Mercy, all spoiler-free and all in less than 10 minutes. If you don't know what Love and Mercy is about, that music should have cued you in. We are going to take an inside look at the portrait on the film on Brian Wilson. And all I think of right now when I say Brian Wilson is that Bare Naked Ladies song, and it's just playing in the back of my head nonstop. Love and Mercy is a drama. It is PG-13 and it has a runtime of about 121 minutes. It's drama biography, and we're really taking a really close look at Brian Wilson's life, which I had no idea about before I saw the film. And I went into it with my eyes closed, and I was like, nah, I don't know if I'm going to like this. It looked kind of boring. But then I saw that the cast was absolutely spectacular. John Cusack plays Brian Wilson in the later years, and Paul Dano plays Brian Wilson in the 60s when he's really, coming to the rise of the Beach Boys. Paul Dano was amazing in Little Miss Sunshine and Prisoners. So, I mean, if you can just imagine, he is so good at Brian Wilson. Obviously, I didn't know Brian Wilson in the 60s, but I feel like I have after watching this film, because they show you, I mean, literally everything that goes on, from the parties to the record labels to the, first videos and their concerts and on tour, and why Brian Wilson didn't want to go on tour. And then we meet him much later in life, where he is introduced to Melinda Ledbetter, who ends up becoming his second wife, who's played by Miss Elizabeth Banks. And we also get to see Dr. Paul Landy, who is played by Paul Giamatti. And if you don't know the story, then you have no idea why we would meet Dr. Paul Landy. But once you watch the film, you will not only know who Dr. Landy is, but you might want to beat him up. I'm just going to throw that out there. Love and Mercy is a really good film. It's really well done. It's by director Bill Podd, who is the producer of 12 Years a Slave and Into the Wild. He worked on both of those films, which is amazing. What I loved about the film is you get a great portrait of Brian Wilson. You get all the Beach Boys music you love. And I have to say that you're going to hear some of these songs and you're going to be like, oh my God, this is such a great one. I totally forgot this happened. I was singing, I was tapping my feet. And I really loved the fact that, I don't want to give anything away because, like we said, this is spoiler free, but this film is going to make you have some pretty visceral reactions. And I was really surprised by that. I thought I was signing up for just, a great movie, because when you see names like Cusack and Banks, it's it's going to be epic. And we've seen Banks in these kind of funnier roles. And I mean, yeah, she's, as Effie Trinket, we do see a serious side of her in the Hunger Games trilogy, but we don't necessarily really get to see Elizabeth Banks in a serious role. And this is a very different role for her, and she nails it. You will laugh, you will cry, you will get angry. I feel like people that grew up with the Beach Boys are really going to love this, because they may know the story a little bit more of, the truth of Brian Wilson. And people that didn't grow up with the music but just love it, I think, are going to be introduced to this story that is just going to floor you, quite frankly, because I left this film and I couldn't wait to talk to somebody about it, because I couldn't believe everything that I learned. And, in a lot of cases with biographies, they're not always, they're kind of like the truth is stretched. But this film, Brian and his wife worked with the directors and the producers and the filmmakers hand in hand. So this was a pretty detailed, true account of, his life and what happened. I don't think that you should miss Love and Mercy. I know it's out in theaters now and you want to check it out. It is just so great. There's great performances. It's going to bring you back to an era that was so much fun, that I wasn't a part of, but I really wish I was. You're going to miss the Beach Boys. They were, by the way, my very first concert ever. So I wanted to see it from that, but Lord, I didn't expect to see what I got. And it was great. It was a great surprise. There's nothing better when you go into a film and think it might be dull and it becomes this amazing cinematic experience. You know, there's no special effects, there's no explosions, there's no gunfights, but there's really great story with really rich characters and great music. So you're going to have fun. So check out Love and Mercy. If you guys want a more in-depth review, make sure to check us out on the MovieChickk.com and on YouTube. And don't forget, that's Chick with 2 Ks just like me. Follow me on Twitter at Chris Lee. Follow us on Twitter at The Movie Chick. And don't forget us at The Popcorn Talk. Almost forgot it. The Popcorn Talk. Movie superfans, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com, subscribe to us on YouTube, and come talk movies with us. Go down in the comment section below. Let me know if you saw Love and Mercy or what movie you saw this weekend, because I can't wait to hear from you. I will see you guys next time. I'm Chris Lee Kennedy, and I'll see you at the movies.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Popcorn Talk Network or its owners or principals.